How do we believe in Islam as a religion while Muslims are a backward people? Let's be honest. If you look around the world today, you might ask, how can Islam be true if so many Muslims live in poverty, under dictatorship, or lack in everything? It's a fair question. But it starts from a dangerous assumption that the truth of a religion depends on the actions of its followers. Let's unpack that. 1. Islam is a message. Muslims are people. There's a difference between a religion and the people who claim it. The teachings of Islam are one thing. How Muslims live those teachings, that's another. We don't judge medicine by the patient who didn't follow the prescription. For example, we don't judge democracy by corrupt governments. And we don't judge science by bad scientists. So why judge Islam by Muslims who may not live up to it? 2. What does Islam actually teach? Islam teaches values that resonate deeply with human ethics: justice, honesty, charity, wisdom, discipline, human dignity. Islam commands the pursuit of knowledge. The first word revealed in the Quran was read. Islam commands care for the poor. Islam forbids racism. Islam calls us to reflect, to reason, to live purposefully. Islam is a message for the soul, challenging arrogance, ego, injustice, and blind following. If some Muslims don't live up to this, that's not a failure of the message. Every community, every nation has that struggle. 3. Historical perspective. Muslims weren't always behind. From the 8th to the 15th century, the Muslim world led the world in science, medicine, philosophy, architecture, and economics. Universities in Baghdad, Cairo, and Cordoba preserved and advanced knowledge, while Europe was in its dark ages. Women were scholars. Hospitals were public and free. Religious minorities were protected. So what happened? Colonialism, division, corruption. Yes, many Muslim societies today are struggling. But to say Islam is backward because of that, that's like saying democracy is false because of failed Western wars. 4. Indeed, the Prophet of Islam was ahead of his time. Let's go to the source. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught environmental care, women's rights, orphan protection, and racial equality in 7th century Arabia. He said, "All people are equal like the teeth of a comb." Seeking knowledge is a duty upon every Muslim, male and female. These aren't the words of a backward mind. They're the voice of a reformer, a messenger, a visionary. 5. Final thought. Look at the source, not just the followers. Yes, some Muslims are struggling. Some are divided. Some are failing. But don't confuse that with Islam. You wouldn't throw away a masterpiece because some people mishandled it. You'd study it for yourself. Islam invites you to think, to reflect. Islam doesn't ask you to believe because of Muslims. Islam asks you to believe because of the message. So before judging Islam by its followers, maybe start with the Quran and ask, what if the truth of a message stands even when people fall short of it? That's not just an Islamic lesson, that's a human one.